Hey, it's John with Riley's Uniques. I've been getting a lot of questions about what items sell best in their booths, and I just wanted to go through a list of the top 10 things that do well for me. And keep in mind that items within different territories or different cities, different towns, or whatever, can vary. You got to try to look around, see what's selling best in your area or your antique booth. And I've always said, try to carry stuff that no one else has in your mall or even in the area. That's even better. So you'll have more success that way. I try to find unique, weird, crazy items to sell. But for me, I made a list. We're going to go through them, keeping it real. I can't remember all these, in order. So let's go ahead and get started on the list. Number 10, I would say cans with Advertisement, oil cans, vegetable cans, lard cans, whatever type of cans, peanut butter cans, do well. Coffee cans, things like that. I got two examples up here. Got the Conoco kerosene can or oil can. That's actually a rare can. It's not that pretty to look at, but this can is probably worth about 40-50 bucks. I got it priced at $29.97. I've had it a while. It's hard to sell because it doesn't have spectacular graphics. I didn't have that vegetable oil can. That thing is like 4 gallons or something. It's huge. And keep your prices right. You'll sell better. Go on eBay, see what they sell for, and try to do like 10% less than what's been sold on eBay for. My rule is I usually go like 20% less or whatever, and I've had good success on that. And sometimes I don't even sell that item. I'm just looking to get rid of it and I'll put it on sale. But anyways, cans is number 10. It's number 10 because the market has really dropped and I don't sell near as many as I used to. I used to couldn't keep them, but now it's like I keep them forever, it feels like. Number 9 be signs. You get Advertisement signs, and again, that's something you have to price right. You got like the Fire Chief Texaco sign, the Kern's Bread, the local Smith County car tag sign, things like that. There's a Repop Heinz. You got a thermometer. That's a Farmer's Almanac thermometer. Things like that. Signs and thermometers do well. Coca-Cola's thermometers do well. And again, it's all about pricing. If you price it to the stars and back, you're probably never going to sell it. Mid-century stuff. Mid-century items are really hot right now. It could be furniture. It could be blenders, mixers, ashtrays, whatever. Mid-century is really popular right now. People are looking for them. So keep that in mind. Let's see, I got some stuff over here. So I'm doing this all in one cut. I'm not cutting away. Things like this, your air pots, your tea jugs, they do well. And again, it's about pricing. You probably find that teapot or the air pot on eBay. It's probably sold like $20 or something like that. I got 10 bucks on it. I got $5 on this glass sun tea jar. And other places you would see $10, $15 on it, but I want to sell it. See what else we got on here. We got knives. Number 6 would be knives. Try to keep name brand stuff, USA made stuff, Case, Boker, Rooster, Tree Brand, things like that. Knives always sell. And again, if you got it full-blown retail, they're going to sit a while. They will eventually sell. But if you want to move it quick and have good sales, make good money, you know, lower your prices. If it sells for $75, $80 on eBay, put it for like $50, $49.97. You're going to have a lot more success, you know, and then you have to buy it right. 80s toys or prior. Anything 80s and prior sell really well. 90s and newer, not as much. But the reason 80s stuff, or anything 80s really, jean jackets, music, things like that, people my age are buying it now. People buy their memories. You want to know what sells. What are you buying? What are you interested in? Antiques, like pure blown antiques, even military stuff has died way off. But I think that's because the older generation is just not buying anymore. They're retiring. They're selling their stuff, selling their collections, getting rid of their collections. But people my age are buying now, and what people have always done is they've bought their memories. I grew up playing with 80s toys, so I like He-Man, Turtles, Thundercats, A-Team, Dukes of Hazzard, things like that. Knight Rider, you know, all that stuff sells. So if you can get 80s toys, you know, not all of them bring like a ton of money, but like the first releases, example like He-Man, Masters of the Universe, the soft head ones that come out first bring more money. Same with the Turtles, the soft head ones bring more money. And then they had some that were kind of quirky. I can't remember the names of the characters, but there's like a giraffe and there's a zebra or something. It's worth a little bit more money. Yeah, 80s toys, because in 70s and 60s, you know, the old toys, they do very well. And again, it's about pricing. Weird stuff, I've already said this. Today at a yard sale, I bought a turkey foot that was mounted on a plaque, and it's got the middle spur up. It's just something that's really weird, like who would mount this thing? But I bought it, and I'm going to see what it'll do. I want to put like $20 on it, because, I mean, who else has one? Nobody. So, I'm hoping that does well. So I got that thing. Here's this squirrel. You don't see too many squirrels. You know, just something weird. I've had porcupines or armadillo. That's just stuff you don't see very often. Like weird art, like old photography sells well. That's kind of spooky looking, especially like antique old Halloween pictures. Those always sell. Just something that's weird and creepy looking. So I would say that's number 5. Number 4 would be a local advertisement. Local advertisement always sells. And try to get a booth, you know, wherever you're at. Like I'm in Roanoke and Radford and Christiansburg, Salem. So I'm always looking for those type of stuff. But you can find things like this. I don't know if you can see that. Might be backwards. But it's a little cast iron ashtray, and it says Thomas and Ingram Furniture, Radford. So this will sell in my area because it's a local advertisement piece. And it's just, you know, something different. It could be rollers, yardsticks. They had pens. They had all kinds of stuff. Bags that had local advertisement on it. So local advertisement does really well, and there's always a couple of people in that town that's looking for that stuff. So if there's like regularly, if that piece sold on eBay for $5 as a regular ashtray, and say if it was Columbus, Ohio, you know, in this area I probably wouldn't get anything for it, you know, $1, $2 or whatever. But because it says Rafford, Virginia on it, I'll probably get $10, $15 for it. So the value of it in the area that it was made or advertised for, it brings it way up. So that's another thing I'll say, local advertisement. Another thing that I've had success with is, you know, vintage music, cassettes and VHS have been really good to me. Now, keep in mind, you can't just sell whatever cassette, whatever VHS you want. It's got to be like horror or sci-fi stuff. I do really well on that. So just keep your eyes out. Not Star Trek, not Star Wars, but like the B-rated VHS stuff. The Attack of the Tomatoes or the Killer Eye or something like that. If you want to get more mainstream, like the 80s horror, like Freddy Krueger, Jason, Friday the 13th, Texas Chainsaw Massacre, stuff like that, that'll sell. But it's usually the horror stuff or the sci-fi stuff that was just B-rated, like crazy movies, you know, space and, you know, Attack of the Space Aliens that eat your heads or something, you know, something stupid. That sells really well for me. Nobody else in my area sells them because they're like, oh, VHS is dead. But then the person comes in like, oh man, that's cool. You know, they want to collect that kind of thing. Cassettes is the same thing. It's got to be metal, alternative rock, punk rock, you know, things like that, or like the really popular, I don't know what you call it, but popular 80s type music, like Billy Idol, Spice Girls, New Kids on the Block, things like that you wouldn't think of. I don't really have that much success with like Van Halen or Whitney Houston, Madonna, or anything like that, but it's got to be something that was niche-y, I guess you would say. And then number 2 would be records, LPs. Records are the new hot thing, and you can get by a little bit more with like Madonna and Ray Charles, stuff like that, as long as you keep it like $5 and under. But then you get into your metal bands, AC/DC, Quiet Riot. If you get lucky, find a punk record. I mean, those things could be like $60, $80. But like your regular metal bands, I can get up to $20 for one, like a Quiet Riot or Grateful Dead. What's another one? I can't think. Leonard Skinner, you know. Leonard Skinner would be like $8-10 or something. They're a little bit more common. But yeah, records are really coming back. I don't know if you know this, but in my area, the Best Buy took all their CDs out and replaced them with records. And they're selling new albums for like $20 is the cheapest one I found. That's like a Madonna one. And then for the good stuff, it's all the way up to $30 a piece. So you know people would rather find their original stuff. But you can get new bands too. So if you're out and about and you see new bands on vinyl, pick those up and you can sell those for $15-20 because Best Buy selling it for $30. The number one thing that sells best for me would be furniture. I make the most money on it. I sell the most of it, and you know, I don't do this for secondary income. I don't do it for part-time income. This is what I do for a living. This is what I do for, you know, my main source of cash. So, you know, you get furniture, old furniture, paint it up, make it look nice. You know, I'll sell a piece like this. I think I paid unpainted, you can get a piece like this for like $20-$25, and then we'll turn around and paint it up and sell it for $115. And I sell bukus of this furniture, and that's where I make most of my money. So I hope this helped. If you got any questions, please leave your comments in the comment section below. Sorry this was a little shaky. This is raw, and I have my list right here. But if you like my videos, please subscribe, and I'll be posting more videos to help you out. This is just one thing I wanted to take care of and answer some questions, because I'm always getting asked about like what sells, what's the items I need to put in. Do your research around your area. Some things do better in certain areas than other areas, and it also depends on what mall you're in. I got 2 booths within I don't know, 5 miles of each other. And one place I can sell advertisement items, older antique items, and can't sell a piece of painted furniture hardly in it. And then 5 miles down the road, I got the same booth, like same type of booth, same town, and all I can sell is painted furniture and stuff out of it. So, you know, it depends on where you're at too. So just do your research, and if you like the video, subscribe to me, and I'll see you again. Thanks.